guys, this is Pastor Genevieve, and it is time for another 5-minute devotional. Today we're going to look at John chapter 15, and we're going to look at verses 1 to 4. So it says, I am the vine, and my Father is the gardener. He cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit, while every branch that does bear fruit he prunes so that it will be even more fruitful. You are already clean because of the word I have spoken to you. Remain in me as I also remain in you. No branch can bear fruit by itself. It must remain in the vine. Neither can you bear fruit unless you remain in me. So, if it wasn't clear, this is Jesus speaking to the disciples, and he's using this metaphor of a vine and branches, and how God is the gardener, and God will prune out he'll prune out the branches that don't bear fruit. So what that means is, if we're not in God, if we're not bearing fruit and producing things in our lives, if we're not showing evidence of our Christian walk, then God will prune us. He'll remove those things from us, or he will remove us from him because we're not truly serving him and worshiping him. And it's so important that we do that. It's so important that we that we take on Christ and who he is, and that we make our character the same as Christ's. It's important that we try to walk the same example, and that we truly allow God to transform our lives, and that we truly invite him into our lives. So what this is getting at, God wants us to be people who bear fruit. So people who show him in our lives. He wants us to allow the fruit of the Spirit to be part of our lives so that we can minister the gospel to other people and share him with other people. So what I want you guys to do is just reflect on your own life. Think about what God is doing in your life. Think about what Christ has put in your life. And think about, are there things in your life that need to be pruned away? Are there things in your lives that you need to remove and let go of? So just pray to God that if there are those things, he will remove them. Trust that he's changing you for the better. He's shaping you into who you're meant to be, and he's molding you. And if there is things that you need to let go of, pray to God to help you let go of those, and allow yourself to be in the true vine. Allow yourself to truly just follow Christ and follow his example and be like him. Because if we're truly submitting ourselves to him and following him, he is amazing and he will transform you. And you definitely want to be transformed by Christ. You want to become more like Christ, because that allows us to tap into true worship, and it allows us to really just understand God's will for our lives, and it allows us to love others in the way that Christ loved them. So whatever is in your life, I just pray that you examine it, you figure out what God wants from you, what God's asking you to let go of, and that you would have the strength to let go of those things. And sometimes it may feel hard, but we all have the strength to let go of what God's calling us to let go of. So just keep worshiping God, keep trusting him, keep allowing him to be at work in your lives, and allowing him to shape you and mold you into who you're meant to be. All right, that's it for the 5-minute devotional. I hope you guys are doing well. Keep safe. I'm praying for you. I miss you. Can't wait for our next youth on a Friday night, whenever that will be. I can't wait to see you guys all back at church. All right, bye.